So here's the sunset to the west and more rain to the west. It's just been showers all the time, thunderstorms. We had a huge thunderstorm last night. So in the meantime, while I'm not doing anything on the laundry, I thought I'd do a bit of gardening. I've sort of got over this wog that I've had. Sharon's got over it too. But I wouldn't say I'm actually back to normal, but not too bad. So I decided to get the big whippersnapper out and do some work on the Bougainville. Bales is not very happy about it. He likes to help me. So I cut a sort of a way in and into the Bougainville, and then I got the digger in there, and so I could get in with the chainsaw and cut it down and try and drag it out. I mean, Bougainville, it's just a pain when it's really big and goes wild, and it's so thorny. But anyway, here I am pulling it back with the digger. I'm just going to get the chainsaw, and I wanted to put a bit of tension on the road before I cut it with the chainsaw, otherwise it would fall down onto the driveway, which I didn't want. So I just did it in stages. You can see Bales just keeping an eye on me. So anyway, here I am. It's so hard to get into it. And I didn't want the thing to fall on top of me. I'd get thorns all over me. So come on, Bales, get out of the way. And so I pulled over this bit here, and then just as I was making a bit of progress, the rope broke. So I gave up with the rope and went in with a little digger and just pulled it out with the digger. So I had to do it in two stages, the top bit, and then I went down to the bottom and then pulled it down from the bottom. I mean, these little Chinese excavators are just great. I can tell you what, I mean, they're cheaper than a ride-on mower. You can get them for about 5 to 8 grand in Australia, brand new. They're not to be, they are dangerous. There's no doubt about that. Unless you know what you're doing, I wouldn't say I know what I'm doing, but I know what not to do. But you could get into a lot of trouble on hills and stuff like I have. This is very hilly country, so you've got to be really careful. The reason I got it is, I can hire a little digger for a couple of $100 every day, but the fact of the matter is I only like to do about an hour, a couple of hours on a digger, and I'm buggered. I don't want to do any more. So there's no point in me hiring diggers and having them sitting around. So I bought this little Chinese excavator, and it's great. It's just brilliant. It's not for people who don't know anything about machinery. If you don't know anything about machinery, don't get one, because once you've got it, you're on your own. You can't go to a dealer and say, hey, this is not working, or what do I do here? Or you've got to do it yourself. And I have had quite a little bit of trouble with it. Little things going wrong, like the solenoid for the safety switch. That's gone. and the generator's not working. But that's okay, it's got a pull start and you can charge it with a battery. I mean, I'm not going to sit on it all day, so it suits me fine. It really is. It's just a great little machine. I mean, I couldn't pull this thing out on my own like I've done it without that little digger. So for me, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I know I'm going to have problems with it, but I'm quite prepared to get in, find out what's wrong and fix it. Look at that Bailey checking me right out. He'd like to be on the digger with him. Is he like a little dog? So this is the end of, I've done an hour or so and I've had enough, and I'll put it to bed for a while and start again the next morning. Do an hour there, half an hour here, and there you go. So that Bougainville has been cleared from there. I got the rest of it out yesterday and cleaned her up this morning. We had about 2 1/4 inches of rain last night and a huge storm at midnight. It just poured. Yeah, we had about 2 1/4 inches in something like half an hour. It was unbelievable. So anyway, got rid of all of that bougainvillea, and we'll have to try and keep it under control. So that's all that's left of it,